Hi, good morning. It's Beverly, and it is Hobby Time Results with Beaded by Beverly. Okay, so as you know, I was trying some new stuff. If you saw the last video, I did a bunch of different things, but we're going to go over that real quick right now. So, this is in my little teardrop series, and starting at I can put the flashlight there. I don't know if it'll work or not. Okay, so this very top one, I don't know if you can see that or not, that is actually aquamarine. And then the one to the middle, I know you won't be able to see this really well. Let me see if I can. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so that actually is garnet, which is my birthstone. I love how it turned out. It's like a deep, dark, almost a blood red is what I always called it when I was growing up. But it's a beautiful stone, and that's there in the second one. Over here, the dark green is malachite. Also turned out pretty well. Down here at the bottom, and I know this probably doesn't do it justice because actually this one here is actually rose quartz. It's a very, very light pink, but it turned out well as well. The one next to that, as you can see here, that actually is colored fluorite in the teardrop format. And then the one right next to that, to the right, is colored tourmaline. Just kind of giving you an idea of the coloring on it. Okay, so on those I can either do, and when you get done, we end up putting the little thing there. This was from my sunflowers. And then you put the, it never wants to focus. I always have problems with that. I think because I put my finger in the way. Okay, so I added the findings to the top to do the actual necklace portion of it, and then I added it here. You can see a little bit better if I take it out, as you can see, and that one's actually on a brown rope string. You can put it on a silver chain, either or, if you want to dress it up a bit. So those pretty much are part of the teardrops that I did, and of course I did the citrine last time. Sorry guys, probably wobbling around here. And then last time I did the citrine, which was also natural stones. So that's going to be part of those teardrop things I'm doing. Also, if you remember, I did citrine in the tube thing. So this little thing here that we ended up starting out with is a silicone mold. As you can see, it's very flexible. And then I did the citrine in the bottom, and I put some little dried flowers in there. So then what it does is it turns out to be a point, and there's little caps you can buy. And then I will put a little cap on that, and that will become a necklace as well. Okay, let's move along. All right, up here we have, I told you we did that one, and that was the little dove or thing. And then over here we had the hearts. This one actually turned out rather well. This is like one I thought I would like, because it'll go like this because the hole's there. Then we'll add the finding, and then as you can see, then now you've got the flowers, and you can see the little stones in it. That turned out cute. Just drop that back there. All right, and these are like, you can buy these as well. And there's this little, like, the trays for these. So now you remember I told you I did the, oops, I'm always doing that. I did the little peace symbol, and I made my own little thing. It's got a lot of different stones in it. So I wanted to have a little pop of color. So what I ended up doing is this will go into here, and then it'll be adhered into there, and then that will make a necklace charm. I also have it in different sizes. Now that was that little stray turtle we talked about, and again, no little animals were harmed. So then he'll go in the square one. And then what you can see, let me see if I can get my light back out again, is then you've got the colorful, you can see all the colors in that. And then you got your little turtle in your tray. Haha. All right, so far so good, right? Yeah, that's what I say. Okay, so we got those going on. And then if you remember my mermaid, but I think I'm going to call it my Moonlight series because I got different ideas for those. But this is my little mermaid one. She's in her seashell floating and watching the moon. And then, so last night we were working on the little fisherman guy. So this is how that turned out. There he is. Okay, so he's in his boat. You can see he's fishing. He's got his little rod. And then he's out on the water, and there's this little fish underneath. That turned out okay. Now see, I've added the charm holder there, like I did on that one. And then this one I put on a silver chain, so it's just like a little silver chain for that. So, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how they look when they're done, because I kind of didn't do that before. So anyway, those are kind of my Moonlight series I'm doing. You got my little sunflower teardrop series, my little, this is kind of my favorites, I guess. My little, these are kind of my creations. I'm just kind of like playing along and, I don't know, making little scenes. All right. So that's pretty much that. Now, as I told you, now I do that, like I said, with a 2-part casting resin, the high gloss. Now, I told you the other day that I decided to make myself some molds. And I did that with this high strength liquid mold maker. It's a rubber type stuff. And as you can see, it's like really flexible. So it starts out as a liquid, and you pour your molds around whatever you want to make a mold of. The problem came in, well, because I ordered some of these over here. All these little colors. And my thought process was I would add it to the clear casting resin. And I could just do that. But I'm thinking now that actually these are supposed to be used with the casting resin that turns white, which I accidentally bought over here. So this is kind of similar. It's like a 2-part thing, but it cures. When it cures white. And I think these are actually stains for this, because as you can see, these are little painted items down here people have done. So I'm thinking that's what that is, because I mixed it with the resin. That did not go so well. These might dry. Like, I mean, they're cute. I mean, the actual mold part, don't get me wrong, that worked. That works. Now, as you can see up here, because I have my butterfly, or not my butterfly, my dragonfly, and it made the mold. But now with the added stuff in there, it's a little, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's a little, I don't know that that's going to cure, because I added that liquid in there to make the color. I mean, it's not going to get hard, I don't think. I mean, I can let it sit a little bit longer and see, but I'm thinking, again, I need to use the white casting stuff, and then use those to tint and paint those items. But the molds themselves, out of the liquid rubber mold, that works. In point, I'm going to give you a little idea here. This is, I know you probably remember this guy. That's my owl. And instead of like recomping, I do kind of like, I don't know, get them and then redo them like I want them. All right, so instead of doing that though, I wanted to see if I could make a mold for this guy. So what I did was I bought the guy, popped the little thing out, was in there. I forgot to pop out the eyes. Huh. And I used the same thing with the liquid rubber mold. And I made a mold. Now, the mold actually worked. I don't know if you can see. But I was thinking if I did it with colored, I could make him colored and then just do my stones in him. So as you see, I forgot to pop out the eyes. But as you can see, the mold thing works. So I do have my mold there. But again, I tinted it with the liquid stain stuff, which I think is not supposed to be used for that. And he didn't get hard. So now that I know my mold actually works, I'm going to redo that with the hard white resin, the white casting resin. And then I'll just paint him like I want him. And then eventually I will have more of these. But you know what? It's a learning process. And with doing anything just like that. And some things work, some things don't work. You know, there's a learning curve. And like I said last night, you don't never know until you try. All right, guys, this is a little bit longer than I usually do, but I wanted to cover everything. And I think I did. I think I pretty much covered it all. Oh, yeah. See, stuff don't always work out. See, that's that stuff. Now watch. That's just gross. That was the ring ones. And then this one, I used the same with the, I don't know. She just didn't, you know, it didn't get hard like the others. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But again, try, live, learn, and try again. All right, people. I am out of here. I got to get ready for work. I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and show you what I was up to. And I will see you next time on Hobby Time with Beaded by Beverly. Have a great day. Much love. Bye-bye.